Imagine an animal so tall it can peek into a second-story window without even trying. Now imagine that same animal has a heart so powerful, it could shoot blood up a two-story building, literally. Welcome to the mysterious, majestic world of giraffes. In today's video, we're going deep into the savannah to uncover 20 mind-blowing facts about giraffes that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about nature's skyscrapers. From their strange social behavior to the secrets hidden in their necks, this isn't your average animal documentary. So, buckle up, because some of these facts are going to blow your mind. Let's kick things off with something bizarre. Giraffes only sleep around 30 minutes a day. And they do it standing up. Imagine being so tall that lying down becomes a liability. Giraffes have adapted to life on the run, literally. Their height and constant vigilance mean predators rarely catch them off guard. In fact, their powerful kick can kill a lion with a single blow. That's right, these seemingly gentle giants are packing lethal weapons disguised as legs. And speaking of legs, did you know a giraffe's legs alone are taller than most humans? That's over 6 feet of leg power striding through the savannah. Here's another wild one. Giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, just 7. The difference? Each vertebra can be over 10 inches long. Their iconic long necks aren't just for show. They're used in brutal combat known as necking, where males swing their necks like wrecking balls to establish dominance. It's like a giraffe version of professional wrestling, intense, dramatic, and sometimes shocking to watch. And despite their towering height, giraffes are surprisingly graceful, able to sprint up to 35 miles per hour for short distances. That's faster than most Olympic sprinters. Let's get into the weird science now. A giraffe's heart weighs up to 25 pounds. That's like lugging around a medium-sized dog in your chest. And it needs all that strength to pump blood up their 2-meter necks to reach the brain. To prevent blackouts when bending down to drink, giraffes have a complex system of valves in their necks, acting like built-in pressure regulators. It's one of the most advanced natural hydraulic systems in the animal kingdom. Scientists study it to inspire human medical advancements. Who knew giraffes were walking laboratories? You might think all giraffes look the same, but they don't. There are actually 9 different subspecies of giraffes, each with its own unique coat pattern. These patches are more than just camouflage, they're also cooling systems. Underneath each patch is a network of blood vessels that help regulate body temperature. Some scientists believe giraffes can even recognize each other by their patterns, almost like a fingerprint. And speaking of recognition, giraffes communicate using infrasound frequencies so low humans can't hear them. So while they may seem silent, they're having deep conversations that we just can't pick up. Let's talk parenting. Female giraffes often babysit each other's young in groups called nurseries. While one mother watches over the calves, the others go off to forage. It's a system of trust and teamwork. Calves can stand and walk within hours of birth, but they stay close to their mothers for protection. Despite this, only about 25% survive their first year due to predators. But those who make it grow quickly, gaining up to an inch a day in their first week. And believe it or not, giraffes are born while the mother is standing, meaning the baby drops about 6 feet to the ground at birth. Talk about a rough landing. You've heard of giraffes' long necks, but what about their prehensile tongues? They're about 18 to 20 inches long and can grab leaves like fingers. Their favorite snack? Acacia leaves, which are covered in thorns. But giraffes' tough, dark tongues are built to handle it. The dark coloration is also thought to protect them from sunburn. Yes, giraffes have sun-proof tongues. They also spend up to 75% of their day eating, consuming over 75 pounds of foliage daily. It's a full-time job keeping that massive body fueled, and they do it like pros. Even their gait is strange. Giraffes walk by moving both legs on one side of their body at the same time, a motion known as pacing. This gives them a swaying, almost robotic motion when walking. But when they run, they switch to a more traditional gallop, using their momentum to create that graceful sprint. And here's a plot twist. Giraffes are nearly completely silent in captivity, yet in the wild, researchers have picked up humming sounds at night. Some believe this is how they communicate when it's quiet enough to do so, suggesting a whole secret giraffe language we're only beginning to decode. Now let's debunk a myth. Giraffes do not get drunk on fermented fruit. That viral video you saw? Probably not what it seems. Giraffes do eat fruit occasionally, but their digestive systems are efficient and adapted to processing massive amounts of fiber, not alcohol. They're ruminants, like cows, with 4 stomach chambers. That means they chew cud, regurgitated food they chew again to fully digest. It's not glamorous, but it's effective. Their complex digestion is another reason why giraffes rarely need to drink water. They get most of their moisture from leaves. Let's wrap up with a fact that'll hit you in the heart. Giraffe populations have dropped by nearly 40% in the last 3 decades. Many people don't realize they're listed as vulnerable, and some subspecies are critically endangered. Habitat loss, poaching, and human conflict are all major threats. Conservationists call it a silent extinction because giraffes don't get as much attention as elephants or rhinos. But every time you share videos like this, you're helping raise awareness. And maybe, just maybe, that awareness can help protect these gentle giants for generations to come. Giraffes have been around for over 25 million years, and they didn't always look like they do today. Ancient giraffids came in all shapes and sizes, some were short with long necks, others had antler-like horns. One ancestor, the Civatherium, looked more like a moose-giraffe hybrid and may have been hunted by early humans. The giraffe we know today is just one branch of a huge evolutionary tree. And guess what? The okapi, a much shorter, zebra-striped forest dweller, is the giraffe's closest living relative. Talk about evolution taking a weird turn. Now, let's zoom in on the ossicones, those horn-like bumps on a giraffe's head. Unlike horns, they're made of ossified cartilage and are covered in skin and fur. Both males and females have them, but males' ossicones are usually bald on top from all the head-bashing battles they engage in. And get this, some giraffes have extra ossicones, forming little nubs across their skull. Scientists aren't entirely sure why these extras exist, but some believe they may help with heat regulation or social signaling. Either way, it adds an extra layer of mystery to an already bizarre head. Let's talk about giraffe feet. They're massive, about the size of a dinner plate, and each foot has a thick, tough pad that helps them walk on rough terrain without injury. Their hooves alone are over 12 inches wide, and despite their weight, some giraffes top out at 3,000 pounds, they barely leave deep tracks. Their step is surprisingly gentle, and they move almost silently through the savanna. That stealthy movement is key to avoiding predators. And when a giraffe does decide to defend itself, it can stomp with enough force to crush bones. One well-aimed kick or stomp can end a predator's day fast. Weirdly enough, giraffes have no vocal cords like ours. They have a larynx but lack the necessary anatomical structures to produce complex sounds. Yet that doesn't mean they're mute. As we touched on before, giraffes communicate through low-frequency hums at night, but they also use body language extensively. They flick their tails, twist their necks, and even lean their heads to convey messages. Scientists are still decoding this silent language, but what's clear is that giraffes are far from the emotionally blank creatures many assumed they were. One overlooked aspect of giraffe life is their strong sense of smell. Giraffes use scent to find food, detect danger, and even determine when another giraffe is ready to mate. Males perform a behavior called the flamen response, curling back their lips to better analyze pheromones in a female's urine. It looks bizarre, like they're grimacing or laughing, but it's actually a critical step in giraffe courtship. If the scent checks out, the male will follow the female for hours or even days, waiting for the perfect moment to mate. Let's move to their eyelashes. Yes, eyelashes. Giraffes have some of the longest, most luxurious lashes in the animal kingdom. But they're not just for looks. These lashes protect their eyes from thorny branches and debris while they feed. Paired with their wide, high-set eyes, giraffes have a near-panoramic field of vision. They can see predators approaching from far away, and their elevated vantage point gives them an early warning system that benefits other animals too. Zebras and antelope often stay near giraffes for this very reason. Giraffes are like the living watchtowers of the savanna. You may be shocked to learn that giraffes don't have tear ducts, but their eyes stay moist thanks to thick mucus. This mucus layer also helps protect against dust and insects, especially important in dry, windy environments. And speaking of defenses, giraffes have an unusually high white blood cell count compared to most mammals. This helps them fight off infections quickly, making them more resilient in harsh conditions. Scientists believe this could be one reason giraffes rarely show signs of disease despite living in parasite-rich habitats. Now, here's something wild: giraffes' necks can't reach the ground unless they splay their legs or kneel. Drinking water is a dangerous act, making them vulnerable to predators. To manage this, giraffes have evolved a special jugular vein system with valves to prevent blood from rushing to their heads too quickly. It's a built-in pressure control system, nature's own engineering marvel. And even when kneeling, giraffes remain hyper-aware of their surroundings. Some will even mimic feeding while staying upright, pretending to be calm while scanning for threats. Let's go microscopic for a second. Giraffe saliva is antiseptic. That's right. Their thick, sticky saliva has antibacterial properties that help prevent infection when eating thorny plants like acacia. And their mouths are built like armor. The inner surface is tough and textured, built to handle spiky branches. Even their gums are resistant to cuts. It's like their entire oral system was designed by a dentist with a thing for medieval armor. Combine that with their constant chewing of cud, and you've got one of the toughest mouths in the animal kingdom. Lastly, giraffes are full of surprises when it comes to migration and movement. While not traditionally migratory, giraffes do follow seasonal patterns based on food and water availability. In some parts of Africa, they travel up to 30 miles a day searching for fresh foliage. They don't always move in herds, some individuals are quite solitary, while others form loose social groups. And here's the kicker, these groups aren't permanent. Giraffes have what scientists call a fission fusion social structure, meaning individuals come and go from herds freely. It's like the ultimate open relationship lifestyle, giraffe style. So, which giraffe fact blew your mind the most? Was it the hydraulic heart, the giraffe kung fu kicks, or the tongue that can sunbathe without getting burned? Drop your favorite in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves animals as much as you do. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.